What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Rocky's House Podcast.
Chill.
Episode 3. Yo, I just want to, before we get started, I just want to say summer is over. I'm very happy about it.
Yes.
It's time for the jean jackets and the
fall weather.
Exactly, man. The cargo pants and all that. So before we go any further, just to make sure you check us out on all social media platforms. First and foremost, I do want to say that our IG page got hacked.
Yes.
Rocky's House Podcast. So the new IG page is Rocky's House _podcast.
Right here.
The link is below.
Yes.
And you can also check us out on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh shit.
What?
So for the people that don't know us and are just tuning in, we forgot to introduce ourselves.
Well, there you go. So
I'm the hottest host in New Jersey, Rocky Promoter, alongside my host DJ
Ill Omega. There you go.
Best producer in Trenton, but we're gonna say the shit talk for later. So we'll get into that later. But just to make sure we cover just basically what we've been up to this summer.
Yeah.
Summer was great. I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, this was definitely busy.
This is one of the busiest summers I had in a long time, especially DJing and producing. It's been wild, man.
Yeah, you popping out here, man.
Bro, like it's hard work, man. You know, a lot of people are recognizing the hard work and work ethic and shit. Like albums like every other month. Shit. Like Raymond Strife was like, yo, he drops albums like all the time. I'm like, yeah.
I was just about to say that. Like every time, it felt like Kanye's rollout back in June. Like, yo, I got seven new albums coming.
I got something else dropping.
Right.
Yeah, man. Go for the Gusto out right now. Yeah. I got a beat tape coming out. Me and Raymond Strife have a new album, Epilogue Trenton, which is kind of like our ode to Trenton. We're gonna try to have all Trenton artists. Rocky's on it. A whole bunch of Philly artists that we have on there. Just an ode to Philly on there. DJ It's Just a Mod, Wade Wilson, everybody in Trenton that's
Omega Level.
Oh, Omega Level too. Man. Omega Level. The link is down here. It's that's through Aspire Hire. Shout out to Aspire Hire and everybody out in Philly. It's a collective out there. Shout out to Ryan. But if you check the link below, that's the link to the album Omega Level. Has like all the artists I worked with in the past 7 years. It's a compilation. So
wait, I forgot. I think you had some other shit coming up.
Damn,
like
I got too much shit.
Yeah. I was like, wait, where's Ill Omega? The time?
Just Google Ill Omega. All my stuff is on there. Omegatron. That's another beat tape I had. That's like one of my first joints. And Raymond Strife, Ill Omega, as I said before, that if you look that up, go for the Gusto. That's out. We're actually going to play a couple tracks from our EP and one of the tracks from and Wanderlust, which is directed by our own Sketchisms. Shout out to Eric. Eric Backlund, Sketchisms Media.
You got us looking like superstars right now.
Bro, shout out, look like, dude,
telling you.
We in a dope ass house right now, just chilling, this Rocky's house. So
yeah, man.
We had to upgrade a little bit.
Absolutely, man. We can definitely upgrade it from last time, man.
For real.
As far as the summer is concerned, I think we might have to start with. So we'll start with Art All Night. Yeah. As far as the concert itself, the experience, the time that we had. Yeah. As far as
one of the best times I had at Art All Night.
Exactly, man. As far as all of the BS, that's a whole nother episode, whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
But we were definitely, especially your set with Ray Strife.
Oh man, it was epic.
That shit was. A packed house.
Man, that was the most people I performed with. It was at least got a couple hundred people there, especially for the stage that we was in. We was on the Russo stage, which is kind of the outside stage next to the main stage, which is over there. Shout out to Holly Rhythm.
You was right by the food.
Yeah, I was right by the food court. I was right by the food court. So everybody's walking by.
That's what's up.
But the thing is that everybody, like when you're on stage, you get to see everything. So people are walking by to get the food, but then they look at us and be like, yo, these guys are good. And then they stayed. So me and Ray, we switching through songs. And I remember one time Ray turned around and he was like, what the fuck? I was like, I know, bro. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, they went to get the next funnel cake. They dropping the funnel cake and shit.
It was taking pictures.
You know what I'm saying? So
we had this old couple that was right next to me, like old black couple. And they were like, we love your music. I was like, damn, we didn't think this was for you.
Right.
Like, damn, take a CD. Can we get a CD? Yeah, here you go. So it was a dope experience, man. Also,
it was like, yo, fuck the Isley Brothers. It's like, nah, we like this shit.
Yeah, we like this, and we like Raymond Strife and Omega. You know, fuck the Isley Brothers and Funkadelic. We don't want that shit. No.
I love the Isley Brothers.
I love Isley Brothers. Like it's the reason why I do music. But yeah, like also shout out to Trino, my brother, that's Cap City. Trino, he's in Philly right now. He got a new baby. Shout out to Sesa, Uncle Omega and Rocky. And yeah, you know, me and him as a Mankind Complex, we shut it down too. It was a great turnout from that. I had fun on that set also.
Oh, they love Trino.
Yo, Trino.
They love Trino,
man. Oh my God. Trino is one of my favorite performers out here locally, but like as a hip hop artist, man, like he grew into like this MC. And I always tell Raymond Strife that too. And shout out to all the rap acts that came out there too. I think Rel Gambino was out there, Black Collar, me and Ray, and from what I know, and American Complex, me and Trino.
The hip hop finally got that prime time too, man.
It was great to see, man.
Yeah.
All the acts, even the punk acts, like Molly Rhythm, everybody, and Hana Lee.
That 9:30, 10 o'clock spot. 11:30. That's the prime time. That's the best time to perform.
And it was always like a problem I had with that with Art All Night. And I mean I love Art All Night, but it was like kind of to the point where it was like, why can't we have like, you know, prime time slots? You know, when it comes to like us doing like, you know, local acts and everything. So you know, when it came to that this year, man, turned out really well.
It showed up.
Turned out really well. You know.
Yeah, man. Definitely. So, you know, just aside from Art All Night, it was a couple of things in between. But as far as like the summer is concerned, some of it was kind of a blur, but there were certain things that did stand out. Yeah. That pretty much takes us to Jersey Fresh. And shout out to AB to God, shout out to DJ Amato, all the organizers,
my big homies, It's my big homies in this hip hop thing.
Definitely, man. And aside from like just off of that, like you know you're doing your thing when the big homies are paying attention and they're giving feedback and criticism and just showing love and shit like that.
I have a example of that, like a story with that. Like I dropped this beat. I did the Aretha Franklin after she passed. I did this tribute, and you know I sent it to AB. And you know he's a heavy hip hop dude, like boom bap stuff. But you know when I sent it to him, he was like, "Yo, it's good, not my style." But you know, and I was like, I know what you want, but you're one of the guys that you know if I get some sort of cosign to be like, "Yo, you're on the right track." That's something I'm like, "Yo,
that's a good thing, man."
I'm
like
good. Shout out to AB to God, man.
Definitely,
like, he's helped me and Ray get on the radio, and you know, dude, thank you, man.
Yeah,
you know, he's the big homie, yo.
Definitely, and just off of that, not even just the support, but not first and foremost, but for those who don't know or not really familiar with Jersey Fresh, I had the pleasure of hosting this year.
Yes.
That just basically showed that let me know that
how to now New Jersey.
Exactly. It's not even just that, but like just it let me know that I can do festivals, and also they could have picked anybody else, man. AB could have did it his damn self this year, but just the fact that they opened the door for somebody like me, man, that was some good shit right there.
It was one of those things where like talking to DJ It's Just a Mile, shout out to him, and he was like, "Yo, we should have our own from Trenton to host a Trenton hip hop event." Yeah, why not have Rocky who's been just killing shit for the last like couple months, especially this year. Like we actually really got to the point where like, yo, we seeing you work.
I'm just trying to get booked out here, man. That's it.
I'm just trying to get booked. But they're seeing the hard work that you're putting in with this hosting shit. Like it's a craft. It's not just like you trying to get on. Yeah, and just like willy nilly. But like this is a craft that
science. This shit is like you said, it's a craft. Like a lot of people don't know what goes into an event, especially like on the not even just the front end, but the back end too, like the promoter side. Yeah, like you a concert promoter now, and I told you that before too. You're a concert promoter.
There's shows that I've done. There's shows that I've done by myself.
There's a lot of headache that we don't want the fans. We don't want the fans. We don't want y'all to see. But there's a lot of nuances. There's a lot of shit that goes into putting an event together.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and promo. And there's shows where I've done where nobody showed up, and then I had to figure out how to pay the DJs, money and all that, and it happens. You're gonna get good shows, and you're gonna get bad shows.
Listen, I'll put it this way: based on the fact that you said that, I'm glad that you paid motherfuckers, because
you got to.
There's a lot of there's a lot
of motherfuckers that don't do that shit.
Exactly, we're from Jersey,
especially in hip hop, man.
I was in New York. I was in New York for a couple years. There's a lot of non-payment going on. So the fact that you a stand-up dude for actually paying people,
because
maybe
it's because I am an artist too at the same time, so I know how it is when you don't get paid, or like janky promoters and everything.
Especially when you've been on both sides of it.
Yeah. So when I do it, I'm like, dude, I wanna pay you for your services and all that, man. Like, not a lot of people showed up, and I'm coming out of a loss too. Like, I put up all the money for getting the show. I'm coming out of a loss. I'm coming out of my own pocket to be like, here you go, man. Like, this is something for you. Nobody showed up, but thank you for coming out. Here's some cash for you and all that shit to do the show.
Definitely.
Jersey Fresh Jam though, man. Shout out to everybody that did that. That was a good opportunity for me and Raymond Strife and Rocky to be a part of that. TerraCycle, Seventh Borough, all of the sponsors. Too many sponsors. If I forgot your name, I do apologize. There's a lot of people that put that event together. Yeah. And speaking of getting paid, the Sensorium Festival back in August. Sensorium Festival.
From what I recall, very well done.
Yes.
I'm big on production as far as how the presentation looks. The backdrop, the props, everything. They
had three
very
stages.
Well put together show.
They had 3 stages. They had one inside, which me and Freedom Tacos, shout out to Freedom Tacos, Nova Noise, my gang. Me and him performed. A lot of DJs that came down there and shut it down. They had like a little dance floor, shut out the whole floor in there. Like, it was like a bar and everything. Shut out the whole floor. And then there was two on the outside. One of them, rock bands to EDM DJs to what is the Afrobeat performers and everything. It was Afrobeat. I can't remember their name, and I wish I would have had their name, but they're actually on here, I think.
There we go.
I can't remember their name.
You sure it ain't on the back, my G?
No, that's not the back one. It's this one right here, Sensorium Festival. I think it might have been Human Dollar. No. World Town Sound System. They were dope. World Town Sound System, they were dope. I want to give a big shout out to Tweed and Aspire Hire. It's a collective out in Philly for giving me the opportunity to come DJ with Freedom Tacos.
Once again, not easy.
If you see in the back right here, I have a picture with Daedalus. Shout out to Daedalus. He's a big DJ. He does a lot of stuff with Boiler Room, Mixmag, YouTube. Dude is killer. Tidbit, he produced one of, Madlib took the sample of one of his joints and made one of my favorite, like, fucking hip hop songs of all time, which is Accordion by Mad Villain. So it was crazy to meet him.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully I'm gonna plug the dojo in here. So the dojo, I'm trying to get Daedalus on the dojo. We talked, he said he was interested in coming to Trenton. This dojo is a monthly event that we have. Hosted by yours truly with Rocky the Promoter, DJ by me, Il Omega, King Hu and Flea Market, Liz Cisco on the drinks in the back, Kung Fu, hip hop music, EDM music, any type of music that you want to have. DJs get the spotlight at Mill Hill Basement every first Sunday every month. The next one we have is October 7th. But we have Jim Jones, that's right.
Right.
A female DJ, aka Desiree Tsunami. Y'all know her. She's hosted a lot of events too. She's gonna be DJing and everything, holding out for the ladies and everything. Ladies gonna whoop our ass. This next coming Sunday, shut us down and everything. So she's our next guest.
It's important, man, for especially for female talent, not even just in Trenton, but in New Jersey in general, man. Like there's not enough. No, I could give some names in New York or what have you, but as far as Jersey, we're very regional and tight knit we should be. As far as I'm just real prideful as far as being born and raised in Jersey and all of that. So we definitely need more female talent in New Jersey. Just it's so much elsewhere. We need that local talent.
Exactly.
And statewide talent. I'm sure it's a lot out there. If we're the first ones to provide the spotlight, and the platform for the female talent, then that's cool. But we just want to see it. It doesn't matter if we're the ones who put it together or put them on. We just want to see that shit.
And just like how we talk about this, like we never had the opportunities in the beginning when we was on the come up. So it's always good to have, like, you know, us, you know, people that know to get doors closed in their face to be like, yo, we're in position now. So let's put the people that we really like and, you know, that have some sort of like work ethic also that want to work, and we'll bring them on, you know, and just like, oh, I heard you got this thing going on. Yeah, man, come through. Because when we was coming up, we was the dudes knocking on the doors talking about like, yo, let's get in. Yo, let us in. They were like, nah.
And had to, so. Yo, it's so funny how you always put it that way. Like, they just wasn't fucking with us.
They wasn't, because they didn't know. I guess
who
they
Cap City niggas?
Cap City niggas. Like, what is Cap City? I'm like, yeah, we Cap City, bro. Like, we shut every motherfucker. Like, gotta have that confidence, but you know, it's always love, you know, at the end of the day with us. So like, when we're in position, as I said, we jumped a few spaces.
I think, and
we jumped a few spaces.
But
it's not being cocky. It's not being cocky at all. It's just being real. Like, you know, like,
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I mean, as far as the whole cocky thing, I saw this post on social media this week, I think, and it says something along the lines of, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you've been humble for way too long. Now it's time to really, you know. So I'll put it this way, man. The reason, just in my opinion, the reason why I think the doors were closed in the beginning, from our standpoint, we were no better than everybody else. Yeah. Just trying to get our name out there and get in the door. But to be honest with you, I think a lot of people knew we were better. Or we were just that good. Like, we had that, remember that conversation we had about sometimes you just gotta have that it. And we may not have had the expertise back then, but we had that it, and it scared a lot of motherfuckers. Like, so to speak.
And my thing is, like, I wasn't even coming in there cocky. I just did what I did and just worked at it. And then people would be like, yo, like, I never asked for people to be like, yo, am I good? Am I good? Nah, they just came up to me and was like, yo, you guys are fantastic. And then people hear that, like, yo, well, I'm like, nah, man, I just came over here doing what I love to do. Like, don't hate.
Yeah, we ain't trying to.
We just make our own. We like Rocky.
And we don't want any of your girls or anything like that either. So if that's the case, you know, but it's just, like I said, we were no different than, it's like how we talk to the people we look up to. Yeah. DJ Say What, DJ Mod, you know, so on and so forth. Yeah. The people that we look up to, where we show mad love and we put them on a pedestal, and they always tell us, yo, we're no different than you guys.
Especially Ahmad, he nonchalant about everything.
And that's
like, I'm like, yo, man, you got that shit, man. Yeah, okay. I'm like, well, all right.
That's how you gotta be. That's how you.
Shout out, it's just Ahmad. That's my big bro, man.
Yeah, man. Like, he definitely put us on, man. Like, or just, you know, was the catalyst to get us to the next level. But that's how you last long.
Well, before we get to the, you know, we can talk about all that, but before we get to the video,
we definitely gonna talk some shit.
Before we get to the thing, we got other festivals and, you know, announcements that we had this summer.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's too much clutter on.
But we had Mad Liberation. That was a dope festival I did with Nova Noise. Shout out to Floston, Zajibo. No, I don't think Zajibo was there. Floston, Father Enki, my little bro. Shout out to him, man. Love you, bro.
The business, Tommy Davidson.
Yeah. The whole crew came out into the woods. It was in Hamilton. I think that was in Hamilton, New Jersey, in the Pines. That was a dope event that we did, man. And it was out in the woods, and everybody's camping out.
That's how you know you lit, man.
Yeah, man. Mad Liberation was cool, man. It was hot as shit that day.
Oh yeah.
But it was definitely a good look, man. Shout out to the Nova Noise team, man, for actually putting me on here, and shout out to everybody that performed, man, because everybody killed the shit, man. Everybody
definitely. Yeah. So,
and GTG Fest too.
Oh.
Yeah. Shout out! I got my shirt. GTG Fest. Shout out! Me and Raymond Strife. We went out to Michigan for a tour. This is my very first tour. Ray's been touring for years, and we went out with Pissed. Shout out to Pissed too. I think Eric Backlund Sketchism's got some new shit.
Yo,
I'm not sure if
I know you get down like that either.
Yeah, dude.
That's another conversation.
Yeah. But no, yeah, shout out to Pissed and everything. We went over there and they shut it down. This was at Avenue bar out in Lansing, Michigan. You know, shout out to GTG Records, man. Me and Ray flamed it, Pissed, destroyed it. It was a dope event, man. It was a dope time. Very good experience, man. Lansing is a very dope city. They show mad love. So shout out to Lansing. Anybody that sees this from Lansing, I love you. You're dope. Shout out to Michigan. That was a dope festival, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like that shows you how lit you are too, man. Like
I try, man. I try.
And aside from that, man, you definitely, it's always important to take your talent on the road. We'll get to that later. I'll save my shit talk for a little bit later on. But as of right now, we definitely want to get into this video.
Yes.
By Ray Strife?
Raymond Strife and Il Omega. This is shot and directed by Eric Backlund, who's doing this with us with Rocky's House.
Yeah, man.
This is called This is a funny video, man. Check it out. It's off our new album that we just dropped. Go for the Gusto.
You in the video too?
Yeah, I'm in the video on this one too. It's funny. A lot of movie references that you may recognize in there, especially you'll see it.
Yeah, man.
This is
Hop in the shower, wash the spit off my dick. A hopeless romantic with a little too short in the mix. Dating after a breakup's like staring at the abyss. But the abyss blinks first, so I just couldn't resist. Every time we say goodbye, it's like a Greek tragedy. The key to my heart is looking good while you're mad at me. I thought my interest in the other team had atrophied. Just needed some me time to recharge the batteries. Skinny jeans sagging, no I'm not bragging. My drum is always banging while the rap game is stagnant. At least if we travel, there's plenty of baggage. I thought she was the queen, seems I'm dating the dragon. If I'm getting too old, you should be better rappers. Get off of your vocals and put me out to pasture. You get down in the studio, but what about after? If your set's not funny, you're not supposed to hear laughter. But you know that's hard to stay determined when you come home to your girl looking like Uma Thurman. Eric Stoltz trying to hang up on you like vermin. Cupid's arrow to the chest, wake up with a burning. I say goddamn, I say a lot of things, that's just who I am. Hip-hop and romance intersect at slam, and part ways and back the fuck up from where I stand. And if I'm feeling like a sucker, then it's justified. And if I really love her, then I should just run and hide. Better wear rubbers when it rains, don't come inside. Thinking of each other from here to formaldehyde. I wanna take this hammer and put it through my forehead. Maybe put it through my teeth and smile, cause the Lord's dead. It's nice to get to know someone for once before bed, instead of just fucking in a stall after eating cornbread. Maybe break my left hand and ruin the rest of my year. Maybe take a step back and ingest another beer. Maybe do some drugs tonight or keep my lungs clear. Love's underdog is here for his date, have no fear. Zine ha, bean doo-wah, break my fucking neck trying to eat quinoa. Picking up the check in debt. Meanwhile, get outside a burning trash can and sing doo-wah. But I always get to dinner late, looking at the doorknob instead of cleaning off my plate. Clean up my face, clean off the slate. Like how many other dudes are on this fucking date, yo? Take myself out the equation. How do I get myself in this shit? Fucking outrageous. All I wanted here was a relationship. Basics, faceless, competing with inmates, I can't escape it. How am I better than this than everyone I know? How is the fucking bar set so fucking low? I mean, I heard a dinner and a fucking show, but I'm the star of this one and nobody here let me know. And it goes. And it goes. And it goes. birthday, Marty. Happy birthday, Marty. Happy birthday, Marty. Happy birthday.
As we continue on Rocky's House Podcast, episode 3, I'm your host, Rocky the Promoter.
Sil Omega. And that video right there was, that's on me and Raymond Strife's. Yeah. That's me and Raymond Strife's album, Go for the Gusto. It was shot by the talented Eric Backlund from Sketchisms Media. Now, I'm telling you, man, this dude treats a video like it's his own, you know. Like when we came up with the idea, he just took over from there and everything with the video. And shout out to Bella Curo, she's in the video. Also, it was a fun shoot, man. I love shooting that, man. You know, me and Ray Strife have a lot of fun with that video, man. It's very funny.
Shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious.
Ray in the shower with the dude, man. It was funny, man. Like doing that whole thing. I'm like, yo, I gotta get in the shower with this dude. Like, nah.
Oh, hell
yeah, but it's funny. It's for the quality of the music video, man. So when Ray told me, I was like, yo, you should be in the shower with me. I'm like,
that sounds like some shit Ray Strife.
All right, I guess so. Yeah, it does sound like. I'm like, all right, we'll do that.
That just means that you took time on your product and really like just took pride in your shit.
Yeah.
Also based on what you said about Eric's precision with the video and all of that. Man. It's always a good thing when the creative or the person that's doing your audio and video.
They do it.
They have their vision too.
They treat it as much as you would treat your own video. So like when we come up with ideas, he's like, "Oh, I know how to make this better." So shout out to that dude behind the camera right now, Eric Backlund.
It's always better when the artist has to do the least amount of work. Not saying that from a lazy perspective, but artists
make it easy.
Exactly, but artists have a lot to do aside from the recording process. So the marketing and the meetings and the their business affairs on the road and shit like that. Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Like,
so
I've noticed like
the less that we have to do as an artist, the better.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because like I noticed that recording the album is like easy. Like when me and Strife was in the booth, that's the easy part. Yeah. You know, coming up with the songs is fun. The promotion part is like the shit that makes you not want to do it. Right. You're like, fuck, man, I gotta promote this shit. I gotta shoot videos. I gotta find a dude that's gonna make my shit sound like look like aesthetically good, like really good. So like when we linked up with E, and it just worked like magic. You know, one of the other videos, I think, was it the first video that we did? Was Wanderlust? Was it the first video y'all did, E? Well, yeah. All right, Wanderlust. And when I saw that, I wasn't in that video, but that's when we're going to play later in the episode.
That was dope too.
But like Wanderlust is definitely one of those videos. I was like,
concept, the quality, all that shit.
Yeah, it was funny, man. It pushed a lot of buttons, and that's what we want to do. Nobody's doing that type. I'm noticing now though. No, not gonna lie. Music videos are starting to get kind of dope now. Like it's starting to really get creative now. Where I'm like, yo, that was a good video. Like Kanye or somebody, even Tekashi 6ix9ine, whatever. Right. They'll put these videos on. I'm like, yo, that was entertaining. Not these like regular cornball videos where you're standing in front of the corner store and rapping. Like these actually have concepts. Exactly. So like when me and Ray do these videos, it's always got some sort of like, oh, I know where that's from. That movie, or that was funny. They're finally putting some effort into it and just taking pride of just going back to what I was saying, taking pride of your work. Exactly. Like, there's a lot of bad shit out there. Oh man, there's a lot of terrible shit. There's a lot of videos, man, I see where I'm like, yo, this video sucks, man. You know, like you could have done a little bit more with this one. You know, I'm not knocking anybody. They may not have the budget for it, but either just have some sort of idea or
better make that shit. You better make it work.
Make it work with something like that. And honestly, I'm not knocking everybody. Like there's videos where I'm like, and then it gets mad views. But you know, like certain videos, I'm like, you kind of being lazy with it.
But but you gotta understand too. We didn't have we didn't always have money like that either. You know, so we had to rely on work with what we had, and then rely on the relationship. And
that kind of. That's knocks whatever I was saying at it. But also, like some of these artists, they put a lot of work in their shit, and they use what they have to make a video. So in a way, I can't really knock that because they're trying to do their best. They know they need a music video, and it may not be like, oh my god, but they're at least trying to put their money towards something.
No, shout out to them because
we've been there. Like we've been there. Like we shot videos or done videos where they were kind of like low budget, but we're like, we put the money towards it. Exactly. But also, like there is quality though. So you want to go to and work with a director, or even if you're doing it yourself, have that quality that you want to do, have that vision, or at least try to make the vision. If you don't have the equipment to do it, but at least have some sort of vision to the point where you could get whatever your ideas out of your brain onto visual and all that. So that was it was fun to shoot. Eric Backlund sketchisms, Bella, Raymond Strife, Go for the Gusto. That was a dope video to shoot. We got Wanderlust later down the line, but we'll do that a little bit later down the line. We'll show that video. But what else we got, man?
So I keep mentioning summer is over. So we're in September now. We're going into October.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened this month alone. Like September was crazy, man. Like,
busy as hell.
September was crazy.
Busy as hell.
First and foremost, shout out to before we continue on, shout out to Kelly C. Murphy.
Yes.
You can find her on Facebook at Kelly C. Murphy.
Name is down there if you see it right there. Kelly C. Murphy.
So she had the pleasure of gracing or of having yours truly grace the September edition of the Downtowner.
Yes.
And
he's on the cover, by the way.
I'm really excited, man. They got my boys looking good in there as far as the story of how the dojo came about. That's our first of the month, or first Sunday of the month rather.
Yes.
Showcase for hip hop, and with the backdrop of kung fu and video games, and sometimes we may even stream whatever game is on,
boxing matches, we have it,
all of that.
If we have the access to it. Yeah, like, shout out to
the story was crazy though. The write up was crazy.
Yeah, man. Like every time I see Kelly, man, it's always love, man. Always give her a hug, kiss on the cheek. Major shout out to Kelly for the dope article, man. These magazines are everywhere. Work. They're on the table. They're on the coffee table. They're everywhere. So I'll walk someplace and people like, you're on the paper.
I loved it. I love it.
Yeah. So it was cool, man.
It's dope when people hit you up or they go to work and like, I just picked a couple of these up in my job. Like, that's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Like,
that shit is crazy.
In the dojo, man, I want to give a shout out to King Hu and Flea Market. Rocky the promoter, me. Liz Cisco. For putting this together. This was like honestly just an idea because we had a good time at flea markets. If you read it shows all in the article how we came together at Flea Market's website launch, and we just did it because we had a great fucking time. It was a great night when we had it wasn't that many people that showed up, but for us it felt like it was like magic or something like that. And I was like, we should just keep doing this type of stuff if we keep this feeling that we had.
Right.
And then we kind of honestly started off and just like, we'll do it like once or 2 or 3 times a month, see how it goes, and then if not, we're just gonna just like whatever. But then first show, DJ Father Ramsey, shout out to him. Shout out to DJ It's Just a Mob for the first show. It was packed in that bitch. I was like, what the fuck?
I was scared, by the way, too, when he got on. But that's another story.
Dude, magic, man. Father Ramsey, man, like killed it. And the very first show was definitely, eye-opening, and we was just mad hype, so we just kept it going. And then the wonderful Kelly Smith came through and was like, I want to write something about y'all. This is a dope event. Keep this going. The next event that we have is October 7th at Mill Hill Basement. Always at Mill Hill Basement. We have Jem Jones, female DJ, killing shit right now. She's got 2 tracks out right now that she did, just 2 mixes that she's got out right now, I think on her SoundCloud right now. Jem Jones, I think it's Who the F is Jem Jones. Check her out. Link on the bottom here.
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. That's aka Desiree Tsunami. If y'all don't know, from the town. She's done a lot of shows out here. Shout out to her. She's like one of the people that's really trying to get this hip hop and music thing out here also.
Right.
And she's gonna be our next DJ on October 7th. Yeah, man. I'm
hyped for that. And
it's gonna be a dope night.
Aside from that, like just like Desiree Tsunami, the creative and the curator.
Yeah,
I'll say from doing shows, from putting shows together.
Yeah.
On her own. By the way, like no middleman, none of that. From DJing more recently, just a lot of facets, a lot of talent. She got mad jobs. So fellas, y'all gotta.
She got a lot of hats.
Yeah, y'all gotta step your game up, man. I'm telling you.
Get on your game, man. She work harder than a lot of these dudes out here, bro. Like, that's major shout out to Desiree, man.
That's the thing too. That's the thing based on like what we were talking about earlier. Like just people being fearless to just go out and really just put that work in.
Yep.
That take like we always say, it takes a lot of work, but just for somebody to just make to
make something happen.
To like make shit happen, make it look easy. It's like there's not a lot of that. So we definitely, whether it is male or female, we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, and like we always talk about, man, like doing these shows, man, you get money and you lose money. There's so many shows that I think one of the shows that I've done like DIY, like did myself, nobody. I mean, I was lucky to have all the equipment to use, but the very first show, the Cap City show that we had in
Neon. Oh,
no, not Neon Lights. Like that was the one we made. Like that was the one we did make money. But the other one, the very first one,
last year.
Gwen's, where everybody showed up. Raymond Strife was there. I think Khalil Ali performed. Me and Trino, Mankind Complex. You did. And Ray Beats too. Ray Beats. Shout out to DKFG, my gang.
I told you a show promoter.
Yeah, but we made money that night. That was the most money I made on just doing just with no money. And I got like a big ass return on it. I was like, damn, I have enough money to pay you and didn't have enough. And me and Trino.
Yeah.
We split a good amount of money together, and we were a group, and we still had enough money to go for like a couple weeks and shit. Like, it was crazy.
It's always good when you got enough money to break down between a duo or a group or something.
True.
Like that, because
but there's shows that you do and then nobody show up. Yeah. You're not going. It's a hit or miss sometimes, man. You just got to keep it going, and just to have as we talk about Desiree Tsunami and a couple other people that do shows out here, I'll just go Desiree since we're talking about her. Like, it's hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. But you just got to keep at it, man, and not be janky, man. Like a lot of these people, man, they just want to hold all the money and not pay the artist, especially if they torn. Nobody want to pay the torn acts. They get mad. They got to pay the torn acts. Like these motherfuckers came out of town, bro.
There you go.
Pay them.
Yeah.
Pay them. So that's a major thing. Me and Strife talk about all the time. So
no, it's real, man. It's like that always needs to be the case.
Yeah.
In not even just the industry, just in general, you got to take care of your people.
Take care of your people, man.
If you run a company and you don't take care of your employees, guess what happens?
They're gonna leave.
Yeah,
they're gonna leave, man. That's not even just with music or.
Yeah,
entertainment. This is with any type of business. So, and that's stuff that we learned, the hard way sometimes, and stuff that we learned on the way. Mm-hmm. But, this is what I've been seeing and everything. So shout out to Desiree that was doing that. And, she's DJing as Jim Jones and October 7th, man, and the dojo.
Yeah, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's just gonna be live. That's gonna be a dope show. I can't wait to see what she's gonna come up with. It's like the women versus the men. Like, she gonna be like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna hold it down.
Right.
me and Flea Market and who preparing ourselves right now, but I know she got something up the sleeve, man.
How that go.
Yeah.
Also, now, before we continue, we definitely have to make some acknowledgments and some further announcements, I'll say. Sometime in September, I believe it was, September 7th or
6th or 7th? Yeah, something around there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Yeah. We had the untimely passing of Rich Quick.
Rich Quick.
it made you realize too, you know, we'll try to keep it as positive as possible during this unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
It made you realize the impact that this young man had in the studio, outside of the studio, and not even just as an artist, as a person in general.
Yeah.
The outpour was crazy.
Crazy, man. I heard the visual was off the hook. DJ It's Just a Mod told me.
The visual was about 800 deep.
800 deep, yep.
That just lets you know. How valued you are. You definitely gotta give. You gotta give. Give your people the roses while they can still smell them. You know, in a way.
I was lucky enough to work with him. Me and Raymond Strife have like 2 tracks that we did with him. That's on the album,
and he killed that body.
Yeah, he killed body both of them. No, it was great to really experience how he worked, and he works quick. So, you know, he came to the crib and everything. You know, Ray was like, yo, I got Rich quick to come through. I was like, word, I've been wanting to work for him a while. I don't know him. Yeah. But, you know, I definitely want to link up with him and see how we could rock. He came to the crib, man, laid down like 2 songs, sat down with the pen and paper, knocked him out. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's dope. Yeah. And then after that, you know, every once in a while I'll see him. You know, I think the last time I saw him was at Jersey Fresh Jam last year. But every once in a while, like every other event or something like that, we'll link up, and it's positive, just good dude, and showed mad love and everything. Even though he's like doing big things, you know, I was trying to be like on his come up, like, damn, I'm trying to get where you at. But he was like, nah, I see you working, man. You know, keep it going. You and Ray Strife got something dope. I was like, bro, like, you killing shit right now. And you know, always a good dude, man. You know, and I didn't really know him as much, but it's always positivity around him. You know.
That lets you know that everybody. That lets you know that he's not too big for. Even though he was at the platform he was, he's not too big for everybody else doing it. It goes back to what we were saying. We're all here. Nobody is bigger than, or nobody's bigger or better than the other person. We talk a lot of shit about how we do and our craft, but no one's bigger or better than the next person. We're all trying to go in the same direction. So,
and like he's worked with people, you know, knowing that he's a little further. He worked with people that's on the come up, and or that's doing stuff as big as him or even bigger, and all of them showed mad love. Like, yo, this dude's awesome. This dude's great. And saw him live, and his live shit is ridiculous. You know, this dude was a major talent, and you know, especially for hip hop. So we felt like it was right, you know, to acknowledge Rich Quick. There is a memorial show at the Voltage Lounge on, I think, October 12th out in Philly. That's for him right now.
We'll have the flyer posted for you.
We have the flyer posted if it's, you know, in the back and everything. So, you know, make sure y'all go to that. I'm going to try to get my ticket to go and support the homie, man. Definitely. You know, everybody that's had like one interaction with him or a couple, or knew him like a brother or friend, always had good things to say. So this is our tribute to Rich Quick, man.
Oh, and shout out to Casso for the mural as well.
Oh yeah,
that
Leon Rainbow too.
That was amazing.
I think that's in Burlington, Vermont. If you go up to Burlington, Vermont, that's up there. So they got this big mural for Rich Quick. Man. It's fucking fire. Them dudes are killing shit. Shout out to Casso. He's got his own radio station up there in Vermont. Burlington, Vermont.
Casso,
we see you, man. You know, thanks for the combo. I'm not going to even say what we talked about, but thanks for the combo. I needed that shit, man.
And thank you. And shout out to another shout out to Casso for taking your talent on the road too. And we'll as far as taking your talent on the road, we'll talk about that later.
One of the conversations we had, but I'm not even going to say all the shit that we said. But that's one of the things that we talked about, and it stuck with me a little bit. So I always appreciate that conversation me and Casso had. So shout out to Casso and Strife too. You know, y'all both look dope up there, shouting out the cultures, representing Trenton and Jersey and hip hop. So
absolutely.
You know, and Leon Rainbow too. We see you too. First time I actually really officially met Leon Rainbow was at this year's Jersey Fresh Jam. So it was mad love, man. I watch him too.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I shout him out too. Like he's always doing dope shit too. So shout out to Leon Rainbow.
Yeah, man. Definitely. So before we continue on and really tell the truth today, we're going to tell a lot of truth on this episode. But before we do, we got another video by Ray Strife.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that in about 30 seconds or so. This is called Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Produced by DJ El Omega.
Yep.
and shot by Eric Backlund, Sketchisms.
There you go.
You man, listen, you making a lot of people. Yo, he's making a lot of people look like money.
Bro, man, I'm telling you, man.
I'm enjoying it. I'm here for it.
This video I'm not in, but when Ray premiered this at Mill Hill, we did like we jumped on the show and we premiered it. This was my very first time seeing it, and then I saw it, and then right at the end, you'll see at the end, I was like, "Holy, what the fuck!" But it was dope, man. The reaction that everybody got, man, was really dope, man. Ray Strife's a genius when it comes to like the ideas.
Ray is funny, man.
Yeah, Ray is wild.
I'm telling you.
And this is Wanderlust. This is actually from our EP called Preface. I say preface, but if Raymond Strife's looking at this, he knows what we're talking about. This is off our EP Preface. I Will Never Be Beautiful is the EP. It's on Raymond Strife SoundCloud. It's right here below if you want to check it out. This is Wanderlust.
All right.
I will never make anything beautiful. I will never be a part of anything beautiful. I will never be beautiful. I'm feeling inadequate, acting like my dad a bit. Got a lot of bad habits, like all this world's inhabitants. I think I'm in love again, and push comes to shove again. The kid gloves are off and then I'm tired of all my fucking friends. I'm trying so hard to act nonchalantly, airing out my dirty laundry, acting like Mahatma Gandhi in a moral quandary. I take the challenge fondly, no matter how shallow the pond be, how proud will my moms be. It's the 13th mile stretch, and it's Trenton's Fonzie. Between beauty and death, the dream absolutely made flesh. It seems to pollute me at best. I fiend for the good that I left, waiting for someone to shoot me to death. Could I really be this dumb? I got her blood on me. Is it enough to make her come? I got her love on me. How long before this fantasy goes numb? I'm still ugly. The reality is I should run. This is actually funny. I will never make something beautiful. I will never be a part of something beautiful. I will never be beautiful. It's Dr. Horrible. My obituary article said I smashed atomic particles. Bitches stuck on me like barnacles. The genuine article got his rap charter full. Smarter dude who got a lawnmower starter pulled. You'd be hard pressed to find a harder dude. Plus I got a lot more heart than a lot of you. Yeah. A sincere lust to hit your girl's rear and bust. Fuck the fucking upper crust, but what he sticks is butter trust. All you fucking motherfuckers gotta always wonder what's making a guy like him tick. What's his wanderlust? Just another thrust. Came home to find his bike chain rust. Little brother left it out, now he's gotta take the bus. A rhyme maker plus someone who keeps taking drugs, saying nothing to the fuzz, hanging out with my thugs. You trying to be what I was? I couldn't even be what I was. I couldn't even be what I was. I need a couple hugs before I go nuts. Happy New Year's, in a facade we trust. I couldn't even be what I was. I will never make anything beautiful. I will never be a part of anything beautiful. I will never be beautiful. I will never make anything beautiful. I will never be a part of anything beautiful. I will never be beautiful.
You know what's up? We back at it. Rocky's House Podcast, episode 3. I'm your host, Rocky the Promoter.
Still Omega.
And while you were watching Wanderlust by Raymond Strife and Il Omega, filmed by Eric Backlund, we got the inside scoop or the
you got the teaser. You got
I got the teaser.
Yeah, he's the very first person to actually see the video that we premiered. We showed him the Lucille video, which is dropping soon. We don't know when we're going to drop it, but we got something big planned for it.
And what I will say is that's a video. That's how when that shit drops. I mean,
I'm telling you,
all the other videos are dope, but when that one drops,
Lucille,
that actually shows you artists what a video is.
Lucille was very fun to shoot. But let's get back to Wanderlust. Wanderlust, Wanderlust was actually one of the very first videos that Ray and Eric Backlund shot. I think one of the two. I think one of the very first ones was Carnal Knowledge, and it was split with Stampy Goblin. Shout out to Stampy, love you. One of the very first videos that they shot together, and I'm not in the video, but Wanderlust was when he premiered that shit was crazy. So shout out to Raymond Strife and Stampy, and I think her kid is in there too. Shout out to Stampy in the video. They got masks on and everything.
Either, man.
Shout out to Stampy, man. She killing shit right now.
Yeah, definitely.
She killing shit right now.
She's booked until as far as
I need my tattoo, Stampy.
She's booked until like 2020 or some shit.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
booked till forever, but I need my tattoo, please. Can you fit me in?
Right.
But shout out to Stampy. She's in there in the video. Wanderlust. That was a fun video to shoot. That's on the EP preface. I Would Never Be Beautiful is on SoundCloud right now, so y'all can check that out. Where
and so based on where we're at right now, we covered September up until this point, and things have been. I'll put it this way: how I always explain it. We're perfectionists, of course. Myself and El Omega, we're perfectionists. We
best quality.
Yeah, and aside from that, we just want to do better than last time. So
exactly,
a lot of the people that are watching, a lot of the creatives, a lot of the artists, DJs, what have you, that look up to us. We still have a long way to go. Yeah. And not even just those people, but just, the people that aren't really, that don't really find us favorable. A lot of y'all don't realize like the how much it took to get here. Like we've been doing this since
2008, right? Well, like officially.
Officially,
getting our shit together.
Officially since 2008, but we've been doing this shit for over 10 years, man. And people don't realize like we're still in the microwave era. We heavy in the microwave era now, where everybody wants what they want right away. So I mean, just to take y'all back to the beginning, we start in 2008 with songs like from me, by the way, from songs by myself from No Exclusions, Get Like Me, Yours, all produced by DJ El Omega. The best thing I can tell you is, the best way I could put it, we didn't know what we were doing. Nope. We just knew how we know how we didn't want shit to look.
And even on like production wise, like I hear my beats now from then when we was working. I'm like, yo, these shits are trash. But it's like you keep working at it. You keep working at the process, man. You start learning a little bit more. And it's back in 2008, that's when we always talk about, like even earlier on when we were talking about, we was knocking on doors. This is the time when we was actually knocking on doors. Like, yo, we got a couple tracks, and these are tracks that we were like, we was in Trino's Pop's house. And people like, what did Drake say? Yo, I've been rapping. I'm rapping in the bathroom or something like that. He said, like, yo, like we literally took his dad's office and we made that into a studio. We used this bathroom as the booth, and we was outside with the computer and all that. There's a couple videos of in my past Facebook shit where we were like in his office making records
in the beginning.
Like we did this literally in the bathroom with the fucked up mic and everything and shit. So
sometimes you work with what you have, man.
Or what you have. But this is at the time when we was just like, just knocking on doors, and just the doors were slammed in our face, but we just kept rocking, and
let you tell it. They damn sure wasn't fucking.
Oh, they wasn't fucking with us hard.
Who are these motherfuckers?
Yeah, they wasn't fucking with us. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, it comes with the territory. That's how it is.
I mean, not everybody's gonna bang with you, and that's okay. Yeah, because the older you get, and just not even just that, but the more experience you have in the game, the more you'll realize, the quicker you'll realize. All right, so these people aren't for, or this situation is not for me. Let me keep it moving.
Exactly.
So you're going to realize that a lot quicker. The people that are just starting out in your field, you really have to, just get a real good gauge on, all right, is this the situation for me? If not, I got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
We getting too old, so time is. There's not a lot of time when you think.
We realize that now, about is this good for me? Because not every situation or every opportunity is a good opportunity.
That's right. To take. All money ain't good money, like they say.
Exactly. Sometimes, I think Ahmad, as I say, he's one of my big homies. DJ is just Ahmad told me, he was like, yo, sometimes the power of no is what you need. You can't take every opportunity. Oh, this is something it may look good, but it may not. Sometimes no is the best.
They disguise you with the bag and shit, like how how big the bag is. And
don't take every opportunity they throw at you, because sometimes every opportunity is not good. And that's stuff that we had to learn too. And doing business with people also is something I learned also.
And losing money in the process.
Man, I lost so much. I lost a lot of money doing this shit.
So where we at? 20. As far as losing money, where were we at? 2010, I want to say.
Yeah.
I believe we were at Rose Art Studio.
Yeah, Rose Art. Shout out to Rose Art, man. He's doing a lot of shit with Raekwon and everybody, Wu-Tang and all that. They actually did something new with Logic's new album. It's called Wu-Tang Forever. That shit is crazy, yo. And shout out to him. He's doing he's one of the dudes I look up to, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Because the dudes that are killing shit in beats out here locally is Rose Art, and I have to put myself in there in that category. And he's one of the dudes. And he's like that. Just production. Just production. People that just focus on production.
Right.
And that's not the shit shit on anybody else, but just production.
This is what we're here for.
He's one of the dudes I look up to. I'm like, yo, I gotta get back to that. I'll be in the studio and he'll show me new beats. I'll show him beats. He'll be like, yo, that's good. Why don't you do this? And I go right back home and I come back, and then I come back to his studio, man. And then he'll show me some new shit and he'll be like, yo, that's what I was talking about. That shit. And then I'll drop something nowadays and he's like, I see you, bro. I'm like, yo, man, I'm just trying to get like you. Yeah. But he's one of the big homies. That's one of my dudes, man. Shout out to Rose Art doing a lot of dope shit. And we were around 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the studio rocking with him for a little bit.
This was when we were we felt like we were kind of on the upswing. We was like, all right, this shit might be we might be lit now. So then management comes our way, and about that artist especially, I need y'all to pay attention. We learn from experience. Experience is our best teacher. So
we didn't know nothing about how a manager works.
We're given the cheat codes, man. A lot of people, you're going to find out a lot of people do not have your best interests, and that's a lot of what we're going to continue to talk about even on future episodes.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell we ended up paying the manager out of pocket. That shit was stupid. But always find a manager
before the situation even happened.
He didn't even book us for shit.
I thought I was, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't even book us for shit. That's what shit I don't understand.
Performing with supermodels, urban
the way that he said it,
right?
But my thing is always had the management, always have management that's always about you, especially if this motherfucker's not in a firm or
talk your shit.
A big company, a management company or something like that, or got his own big management company, or always watch these motherfuckers. Let him let you yourself, the artist, be your the main guy that he's focusing on.
Absolutely.
Not be like, oh yeah, yo dude, yo, I got you, man, we're gonna work hard together, yo, you my artist,
right?
But yo, I got this other artist too. I'm like, nah, bro, nah. And he's focusing more on the artist because I guess he's the moneymaker for you or something like that, or he's somehow booking, or maybe it's just a big opportunity for him.
Right.
Man, don't believe all that shit, man. Especially if it's an artist on a manager that's on the come up, that's trying to get his name out there. You got to be the main motherfucker. That too, to be focused on, man.
That too, and then also, if you're a polished artist that can stand on your own, but you don't know the direction to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
So you guys are on their radar pretty much. They're always looking. They're always looking out. So just be, as they say, be safe, beloved. Just be careful, and know what you're getting into.
My thing is when you look for a manager, man, make sure that you could put in the work you know, not every time you do music, you need a manager. As long as you put in the work and you making opportunities for yourself that you're doing, just keep it going until the work gets mad big and your name starts to pop a little bit.
And then you'll be like, yo, I need somebody to, exactly.
And honestly, when you're looking, they're going to come up to you and be like, yo, I'm managing, you know,
when you least expect it.
Yeah, when you least expect it.
Right.
But always get shit in writing and all that shit. I mean, everybody knows all this shit. I mean, we don't really need to like really go on like instructions what to do.
Exactly.
But this is shit that we didn't know.
Right.
So like, you know, at the time, man, we were just young idiots. Oh, I want people to hear my fucking song and shit. Right. You know, like every other artist want to do. I want to get my song out there. Nah, bro. Like you got to make sure you run this shit as a business and all that. And make sure if you, like right now, like, it's DIY right now. We're just, you know, that's the main thing that I'm making moves myself. Nobody's doing shit for me. I'm making connections.
It's always been DIY too.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's always been DIY. Like so where we at? We still in 2010, 2011. Yeah, we did it. We're examples. Rocky's House. That actual showcase 1 and 2. That was our very first show that we booked ourselves. Right. You know? That was like us. Ourselves. This is the very first shows. We didn't know what we was doing. Like not even the dojo. Like he said, not even the shit that we're doing now. Doing yet. Yeah. We still don't know what we're doing. We just know we don't want it to look like everybody else that was doing that was doing it at the time. Yeah. I was never, first off, I can't draw. I'm bad with like computer graphics and all that. I was never making my own flyer, bro. Yeah. I was never making, I'm paying the professionals. I want my shoot done. I want my pictures taken. We gonna make this shit look good. That's when Market of Beats was out, like making photos and shit. Right. When we did that shit, Market of Beats was popping out there as the photo guy. And that's another thing. Whether you're doing whether you're doing everything yourself or you're paying somebody, make that shit look good. Make that shit look dope. Please make it look dope, man. You know, equality is everything. A lot of people don't really understand like equality. Yeah, a lot of these up and coming, you know, artists. Excuse me, I'm not even gonna say like rappers or anything, like up and coming artists. They just throw shit out. And I'm like, yo, why would you do that? It's a dope song. Why don't you just like take some time, let it breathe? There's one thing that Ray Strife told me. He was like, yo, I want to drop Gusto right now. We gotta let this shit breathe. We gotta figure out like a tactic or when to put this out. Absolutely. We gotta find somebody to release the shit. We gotta find out like maybe after we release the video, maybe we should do like release the album. We should shoot videos. You can't just Young Thug your record. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays you see these artists still drop shit. I mean, I love Young Thug by the way, but it's like you can't just drop you ain't. But they can do that though because they got the pool. Exactly. Like, a lot of dudes on the come like can't do that. Just drop. This is my new album. It just dropped today. It don't work like that. Why am I getting like 2 views? Because you didn't put no promo behind it, bro. Right. What are you talking about? So, I mean, you know, it's a lot of stuff that we had to learn in the beginning and all that. And this is like before when we had like just the mediocre equipment and all that shit. You know, we were just... Oh, and side note, a lot of... Going back to what you said about... I think you mentioned somebody was saying like, oh, I see you working. There's been a lot of... We got to work together or let's work. Let's work in it. What that pretty much means is, well, I'll put it this way: I'll give the artists, the talent, even DJs, if the promoters see you, I'll give y'all the cheat code. Somebody tells you that, let them the first thing out of your mouth. All right, cool. What's your budget looking? Yeah, what's the budget? What's your budget looking like? What's the budget? That will scare the shit out of me. That'll scare the shit out of somebody who's just saying that. Just to say it, like, I see a lot of y'all on my gram. Stop liking my pictures of me doing my thing, hosting and all that. That boy talking book this shit right now. Yeah, that boy talking this shit. I'm just saying, like, boy talking this shit right now. I'm dead serious, bro. Like, oh yeah, we bought out such and such. Wait till you see what we do next. Yep. All right, well, cool. Like. So I mean, you know, I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna give the price out, but I deal with that. When you trying to book me to do the next? I deal with that on a producer tip. Don't be, you know what I mean? On a producer tip, where you like, yo, I like your music, I want to work like on some, or they'll come to me, yo, I like your beats, I like your beats and all that. Like, so how much we talking? I'm like, well, how much your budget is? You know, this is how much I charge for a beat. Oh, I'll get back to you. I'm like, yeah, this nigga ain't gonna buy shit. Don't waste my time. Oh, but you in Flight Club, You know what I'm saying? But you ain't
buying
Flight
new
Club
sneakers and shit.
telling,
Trying to be fresh as
you
hell.
ain't, you ain't telling them niggas in Flight Club, oh, I'll be right back with you.
Yeah,
or I'll get back to you. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, out of here,
come on.
And then these the same motherfuckers that'll go to a studio session
Right.
and then rip shit off of YouTube. Like, oh, give me a Drake type beat, yo.
Right.
Like, yo, it's Drake type beat 13 on
Right.
YouTube.
I see y'all at Cherry Mall. I see y'all at King of Prussia. I see y'all in Philly shopping. South Street. Come on, man. Like, I know y'all got, and that's the thing. I know y'all got bread. I didn't smoke some of y'all weed. I know y'all don't smoke no bullshit. It's expensive. If you got money for certain shit, you got money to put into your craft.
Exactly.
You got money to invest into yourself.
Same dude was talking about, oh, I got the Gucci belt and shit, but then when somebody, and that's more than a beat that I would probably sell or something like that. And then when you tell them they price,
Some of them Gucci belts I've never even seen on the websites, but that's another story.
They're probably fake though. No, we're not even gonna get into that shit. Anyway, but we're not even gonna get into that shit. But
we had 2011, 2012. It was a lot of. As far as like that less work and all that, I want to see the follow up, man.
Yeah.
So for my artists and all my creatives tuning in, if somebody hits you up like that, if somebody contacts you regarding that,
yeah,
yo, just look for the follow up. If the follow up ain't there, you'll know if it's a good situation or not by the follow up.
Mm-hmm. You can tell when somebody's about their business.
Exactly.
You can tell.
Furthermore, just off of management, it's always more fulfilling to do it your damn self. You get a lot of reward that way. Shout out to Dreo Val. He's doing his thing by himself. It's a couple of other DJs, a lot more talent out there that are doing everything themselves. It's difficult, but it's way more fulfilling when you're doing it that way.
Exactly.
A couple of DJs I know in New York, but just going forward, when at some point in this game you're going to come across investment or somebody that wants to invest in you and buy into your brand, buy into your product and what you're doing.
My thing is, we're gonna touch on this. All right. So if somebody want to invest in your shit, man, make sure somebody is invested into your business as much as like you're investing into it. You know, we
have your best interest.
I'm not even gonna go into the details with it, but we had an investor that wanted to invest in Cap City, and shit fell through. And there's a lot of shit, you know, that just came around. You know, people switching up and fallouts and shit. You know, in my situation, but all I can say is, man, make sure also your team is good too. Going for investors, make sure an investor is into your project or into your business as much as you are, but also have a good team behind you. Make sure the team is there, that's there for the cause. If you start seeing dudes that be like, oh, well, I got something else going on, all right, we're gonna get to it, but as long as we have this mission that we have, this is the main reason why you join, right? Exactly. So as long as if you start seeing them switch up, man, I don't know, man, that may be something that you might need to, and you gotta, I can't do business with you.
And you gotta know just off of that team shit too, like you gotta, every person on the team has a purpose.
Yeah.
You know,
make sure they got a role.
Your point guard is not doing what the shooting guard is doing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, and you got a
photographer over here, you got an engineer over here, you got a producer, you got a rapper, you got a...
Everybody has a role of responsibility, and also you can't have, everybody can't be in the front. Everybody cannot be in the front. Because
a whole bunch of Chiefs, not enough Indians, bro.
Exactly.
Yep. That's some real shit.
Exactly. You have to, in a restaurant, you have a front of the house, you have the back of the house.
Yeah.
If everybody's a waitress, everybody's a host, everybody's then what are the busboys doing?
Exactly.
What's the kitchen staff doing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna put the food out?
But that goes into what we're doing right now, and this is what, you know, I'll fast forward right now because we got a little bit of time. But he's showing cheap recording studio clients. Yeah, like yo, can we play this? Can we play this? All right, yo, we're gonna go on break. We want to show this real quick.
Recording studio where I used to work. An artist came by asking about some studio time. He was like, how much is the studio time here? I said it's $35 an hour, and if you get a 4-hour block, you can get a discount. And he was like, I want one. I'm like, okay, 1 block? He's like, nah, bro, 1 hour. I asked him, what are you trying to do in 1 hour, man?
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to record vocals on 5 beats for my EP. I said, 5 songs? Dude, it takes me 15 to 20 minutes just to load your music and set everything up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro, my songs are 3 minutes each. 3 minutes times 5 songs plus some hooks and ad libs.
Get the hell out, yo.
Gonna be about
No, but you know what? That's how they
be like this, yo.
30 minutes to mix everything. Mix? So what did you do? I sent them away, man.
fucking studio.
Yo, like, I deal with that shit all the time as an engineer, man. Yeah, I deal with that shit as an engineer, man.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
But yo, like these are things that we talk about, and you know, we've been through, and you know, we almost got a little bit of time, but these are like gems that we wanted to give out to people. You know, how we came up with Cap City.
Yeah.
Cap City, the logo's behind us right here. Shout out to Phil and Ann. He manages Flatbush Zombies. He did the logo for us and all that. I went to school with him. But yeah, man, like this is just, you know, information that we wanted to give out to up and coming dudes that were in our position. You know, we're trying to do this for the next people that want to get in and do this music or whatever business that you want to do. But this is episode 3.
Yeah.
Rocky's house. We in his house. Right now we're gonna play a new joint from me and Ray. This is gonna be on the next album's called Epilogue Trenton. It's called Sisyphus. I'm gonna let you close out the joint real quick while we right before we play it.
Definitely, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be right back at you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Hottest host in New Jersey, Rocky the Promoter, DJ L Omega, Rocky's House Podcast, episode 3.
Let's go.
Mic check.
Yeah. I'm the Harvey Dent of Trenton. Hit me, but you barely put a dent in. I'll send you to the dentist. My heart breaks, I mend it. Trenton makes the world's pretending. East Coast realism. Send my New Brunswick friends in. You get high, I've ascended. Give me a rule, I bend it. Give me a bond, I break it. The cycle's never ending. I rap tremendous. I rap condescending. I don't believe in this system, but I am the defendant. I want no detention. I get mad attention. An honorable mention. A point of mad contention. Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Heroes for the rentin'. Feeling friendless. High stakes. Fuck a friendship. DKFG relentless and endless. Stand up against the tempest. My temper, I'm senseless. Nobody's on the guest list. You're bested, I get shit. I use no Smith & Wesson. Used to go to confession. Now I push it down like it was indigestion. The Catholic Church is evil, protecting priests molesting. I don't take suggestions, I take indiscretions to the face and eat them.
Shit out raps from digestion.
My style's impressive, your style's depressing. I always say fuck off, but this time I meant it. Trenton, I'm a resident. Chambersburg, I'm president. Fuck what you believe in and everything you represent. Redemption, I am now exempt. You ask for strife, it's what you get. My evidence is heaven sent, but hell is where I'm headed next. Sisyphus. Sisyphus, 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 bitch.
Ray Strife, Phil Omega.